National Grocery Association.
Yes, it's actually the National Grocers Association.
Okay, I'm very sorry. Well, but thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Now, Jerry, why have receipts gotten so long over the past? It seems like a relatively new thing.
Yeah, well, our members are always looking for ways to be rewarded, our loyal customers, for shopping with us, and to give them incentives to come back. And we have found that Receipts Rewards Program does just that.
The Receipts Rewards Program. And so that's what you call them?
That's what we call them.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, do you find that the customers feel rewarded when they get these when they get this long strip of paper with a 25% coupon for your next Q-tips purchase on it?
Most definitely we do.
They're not angry or annoyed or anything like that when they have a receipt the length of a...
No, quite the contrary. We find that customers are very appreciative of the opportunity to save money when next time they come in and shop with us.
They're appreciative of the opportunity to save money. Well, they like getting these long receipts.
Yes, they do.
Really? They really like it?
Yes.
The customers come in and they're happy to have this in their bag.
Yeah. Honestly?
Yeah.
I have no clue. Yeah, I want to be a veterinarian. And I flunked out of anatomy, though, and next thing you know, I'm up here defending these crazy long receipts, like I actually give a about them, Which, believe you me, I don't.
No, of course.
I don't even go to stores, Jimmy, I shop online, so.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you question your life choices. I just wanted to get to the bottom.
Yeah, well, you did, so, you can take that long receipt and roll it in a ball and shove it up your ass.
That was Jerry Flagler of the National Grocers Association, not...
I'm sorry. I mean, that was out of hand. That wasn't your fault. That wasn't you. That was me.
Okay, it's all right.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Poor guy wanted to be a veterinarian. So, thank you, Jerry. Guillermo, lock that door. Meanwhile, in one of my... Oh, I'll put this on my ass. That's right. In Las Vegas, the Consumer Electronics Show is going on. If you've been to the... If you aren't familiar with CES, this is an annual technology convention that makes you already hate the TV you bought 2 weeks ago for Christmas. They're introducing an 8K TV, which seems like too many K. I don't even have the 4K TV yet, but there's 8K now. More than 160,000 people from all over the world gather to see the latest technological innovations and get hookers to their room. You know how it goes. It's Vegas. There are all sorts of things being introduced. There's a Wi-Fi kettle, a kettle that lets you boil water from anywhere in your house. Finally. There's a pacifier that will check your baby's temperature and send it to your phone so you don't have to touch them. They're filthy and they have germs. Lamborghini is introducing a $6,000 smartphone. Although in what sense spending $6,000 on a phone is smart is beyond me, but it's there if you want it. They're also featuring, they have a number of high-tech gadgets for pets. One of them is a device that uses sensors to create a custom feeding schedule for your pet. It's called the Smart Feeder, and it costs $250, which is a ridiculous amount of money to spend on a dog bowl, unless, of course, your dog is a very, very good boy. And then there's another device that lets you talk to your dog at home while you're at work, and another one that monitors how many calories your dog is burning throughout the day. Do we really need gadgets to communicate with our pet? There's already a device that tells you how your dog is feeling. It's called a tail. Hey, you know what? Guillermo knows this. I had sort of kind of a weird thing happen to me today, and I kind of blame you for it as well. Yeah, because you're not paying attention. You're supposed to be doing security here. We book a lot of celebrities on the show, and there have been a few times when guests have been scheduled to do the show and haven't shown up. But today, I was in my office, just working, and kind of the opposite of that happened.
Hey!
Hey, what's happening?
What's up, Jimmy? How you doing, man?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Quick question. Bow ties.
Yeah, they
This
are.
one, this one, or this one?
For what, exactly?
Well, for the show tonight.
Well, hold on a second. I don't think you're on the show tonight. I think Bill Maher and Nick Kroll are on the show tonight.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah, they
No, I'm
are.
on the show.
No, it says right here that they're on the show tonight.
No, I got an e-bite.
We don't send e-bites to guests. We call your publicist. That's probably not from us.
Oh, yeah, no. That's from my brother.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's.
I call him Jimmy Kimmel.
You do? You call
Yeah.
your brother Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
like an
nice.
ongoing joke we have.
It's a joke or... Oh, because I take that, I guess, as a compliment, but,
He's morbidly obese.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, tell him I said hi, and...
I will. No, it'll mean a lot to him.
Yeah.
We'll make a bit.
Good to see you.
Dude. Let's just bang one out. Shall we?
You mean have sex?
No.
Oh.
I just... Maybe. I mean, what are you talking about?
No, I mean, I know nothing. It's just I'm married.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
No, there's the cameras. I get it.
But you look great.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. But well, seriously, why don't we bang one out? Let's just bang out an interview real quick, since I'm down here.
In my office?
Yeah, why not? It'd be fun. Oh, come on. You got a couch and a desk and stuff?
Yeah, I do have a couch and a desk.
I've got great anecdotes.
Okay, all right. Well, just for like us, do you want to have an interview?
Maybe just get Valermio in here.
Guillermo.
Guillermo?
Okay, Guillermo.
Go, Guillermo.
Guillermo!
The band?
Hi, guys.
You want the band?
Get the band. Bring the instruments. Get the whole deal.
right.
What's up, Valermo? Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, Clito, will you guys come in here, bring the whole band, and your instruments too?
This is gonna be great.
Yeah, no, Chris Pratt is here and he wants to do an
What are
interview.
we gonna do?
We're doing an interview.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, how do you want to do this exactly?
I'll go hide backstage. You bring me out.
There is no backstage. It's
I'm
my
gonna go-
bathroom.
That's your bathroom?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in there. Give me a minute.
What should Guillermo do?
Should I put a shade here?
Yeah, there
Oh,
you
that's
go.
a good
Do
idea.
you want to? Do you need him to get dressed?
Do you want to get dressed?
I'm okay like that if it's okay.
It's fine with me.
Fine with me.
I actually like it, but I actually wish you were like that more
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good. So you're just gonna introduce me.
Yeah.
You stand over here by this thing, the piccolo thing.
Clarinet. yeah.
Clarinet.
Yeah.
And then you guys play some kind of peppy, upbeat music. I'll come out. Bada bing. I got some great anecdotes, and we'll knock it out. All right.
Okay.
And
All right. Well, my first guest from the big hit movie Guardians of the Galaxy.
whoa, cut. Do introduce me because I'm actually here to promote Parks and Rec. That's coming back on Tuesday.
I love that show.
Hey, thank you. Thanks, man. We love making it. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
I had no idea you spoke English, Toshi. Anyway, the final season of Parks and Recreation starts on Tuesday. Please say hello to Chris Pratt.
Good to see you.
Hey, wow.
How you doing?
Good.
All right. Wow.
Whoa.
It's great to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you too.
What's up?
Oh my gosh, so much stuff.
Everything's good?
Everything's good.
Holidays were good?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Pretty good. I have a lot of good stories.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to hear one of them.
Why don't you ask me about what my Aunt Linda said at Christmas?
Okay. What'd your Aunt Linda say at Christmas?
Well, funny you should ask. She was standing in front of a lot of dishes after we just had a giant dinner, and she said, "Christmas tradition, more like Christmas traditions." You got
So
it.
she's fun.
You
She's
got it.
like a funny aunt.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah.
She doesn't make a lot of jokes.
She doesn't.
Since the accident, she doesn't make a ton of jokes.
Oh, is she okay?
No. That's why it was a real relief to us that
Oh.
she even spoke. That's
Well,
the
please
the
give her
moral of our
please give her
story.
our best, and thank you so much for coming. It was really
Yeah.
great to have you here.
Yeah.
It's Chris Pratt, everybody.
So I also have. Oh, let me ask you this: are you guys still doing your gift bags
At the,
at the show?
yeah, we give out gift bags. I don't have one right now, but I can give you something, though. I will give you trivia.
What is it?
It's a sweetener.
Hey, man.
Enjoy.
You didn't have to do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank
Oh,
you.
Thanks.
Thanks so much.
You guys validate?
Guillermo can help you with that, actually. Guillermo,
sure.
would you mind taking Chris down to the parking lot?
Okay, come on.
Yeah, that'd be great. So great to see you, Chris.
Nice to see you.
There's nobody here. Chris Pratt, nobody. Thank you. Really good.
What do you do with this? You short it?
No, you put it in the coffee, I think.
You guys can now also leave. You don't need to play as you go out. It's it's fine to not play. Thank you, Chris, for stopping by. Tonight at the show, we have music from the Lone Bellow. Nick Kroll is here, and we'll be right back with Bill Maher, so stick around. He has his own show on Comedy Central. It's called Kroll Show. Nick Kroll is here with us tonight. And then from Brooklyn, New York, their new album, this is it. It's called Then Came the Morning. It comes out later this month. The Lone Bellow from the AT&T stage. They're great. You will like them. Tomorrow night, Joaquin Phoenix will be here tomorrow. The new host of The Nightly Show at Comedy Central, Larry Wilmore, will be with us. And we will hear music from Frankie Ballard. And I want to mention on Monday, Guillermo Cousins and I will be in Arlington, Texas for the first ever college football playoff national championship game between Oregon and Ohio State. The reason we will be there is to honor signs like this one, fan-made signs that have clever sayings like Clemson wears cargos, which is an insult. I'm not sure exactly why, but at halftime, I am going to present the first ever Golden Sharpie Award to the champion sign at the championship game. So someone will be named Lord of the Poster Board. All you have to do, make a great sign, bring it to the game, have the hashtag LOTPB printed on it, and hold it high above your head. If you have the best sign, as determined by me, you could go home with the Golden Sharpie. Once again, hashtag LOTPB. And we will see you in Texas on Monday. Oh, also, I almost forgot to mention, all the losers will get punched in the stomach. On Friday night, our first guest tonight returns to work after 6 long weeks off, and he's so worked up he might bite somebody. Season 13 of Real Time with Bill Maher premieres on HBO Friday at 10. Please welcome Bill Maher.
Doing?
I'm very glad you're here because you're a very smart guy, a brilliant guy.
Finish your thought, Jimmy.
But a terrible thing happened today in Paris.
Tell them.
People were killed. Oh, well, I know a lot of people are on vacation, so maybe they don't know what's going on.
You're the host. You got to tell them the bad news.
The bad news is cartoonists, journalists, some other people, police officer were killed in Paris.
This was really big.
It is, yes. Especially in our business in particular.
Right.
Especially in your business in particular.
Right. And we have to not avoid who did this. Who did this, Jimmy?
Well, we presume, and I think...
No, it's not a presume. No. It's Muslim terrorists.
Yes, Muslim terrorists.
Right. This happens way too frequently. It's like Groundhog Day, except if the groundhog kept getting his head cut off. And let's also give some credit to this newspaper. This was a satirical newspaper in Paris. These guys had the balls of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, their office
Their
was
balls
bombed.
were bigger than Gerard Depardieu. Because they kept doing it.
They were firebombed. Their office was set on
Absolutely.
fire. They continued. The editor said he'd rather die than change his right to free expression.
For the crime of being satirists, for the crime of drawing cartoons. This has to stop. And unfortunately, a lot of the liberals who are my tribe, I am a proud liberal.
He's about to turn on you, so...
No, I'm not turning on them. I'm asking them to turn toward the truth, as I have been for quite a while. I'm the liberal in this debate, okay? I'm for free speech. To be a liberal, you have to stand up for liberal principles. It's not my fault that the part of the world that is most against liberal principles is the Muslim part of the world. There have been studies. We have facts on this. Treatment of women. They studied 130 different countries. 17 of the bottom 20 were Muslim countries. In 10 Muslim countries, you can get the death penalty just for being gay. They chop heads off in the square in Mecca. Well, Mecca is their Vatican City. If they were chopping the heads off of Catholic gay people, wouldn't there be a bigger outcry among liberals? I ask you.
Yeah.
So... You know, to bring it home to us, because we are satirists, and I'm a satirist who deals with this subject particularly, it's kind of scary that some people say you cannot make a joke. That's off limits. We saw this with Kim Jong-un.
Yes, we did. And
the interview.
And I have to say,
a movie I am in.
I was disappointed by the responses.
For 10 seconds.
That doesn't get you off the hook. I was disappointed in the response that I saw from some people who said, well, maybe we shouldn't make movies like this. We shouldn't do this kind of thing. People who don't really seem to understand how big this is, the big picture, and how important something like that actually is.
Nation. That was my tweet. Yeah. No, we have to stop saying, when something like this that happened in Paris today, we have to stop saying, well, we should not insult a great religion. First of all, there are no great religions. They're all stupid and dangerous. And we should insult them, and we should be able to insult whatever we want. That is what free speech is like. There are certain people in the world who want waivers on free speech. Kim Jong-un in Korea says, you cannot make jokes about our country. And there's a lot of Muslim people in the world. I know most Muslim people would not have carried out an attack like this.
True.
But here's the important point.
hundreds of millions of them support an attack like this. They applaud an attack like this. What they say is, oh, we don't approve of violence, but you know what? When you make fun of the prophet, all bets are off.
Do you really think hundreds of millions of Muslims support this?
Absolutely. That is mainstream in the Muslim world, that when you make fun of the prophet, all bets are off. You get what's coming to you. It's also mainstream that if you leave the religion, you get what's coming to you, which is death. Not in every Muslim country, in majority numbers, but this is a problem in the world that we have to stand up to. And again, I'm the liberal in this debate. I was brought up in a liberal family. The reason we were liberals is because we were against oppression. I was a little kid when my father told us, we're with Kennedy and against the Southern governors who stand in the doorways and don't let black kids go to school. And all my life, I've been for people who have been the downtrodden, the oppressed, the minorities. I've been for blacks, gays, women, Mexicans, whoever, the bullied, whoever it is.
Nice. Thank you.
Why don't we stop right there?
Not you in particular, but I mean in general.
You said it. Bill Maher is for Mexicans, everybody. I heard it right here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. Bill Maher, Real Time, comes back on Friday at HBO. We'll be right back. So we're talking a lot about what happened in Paris and the situation in North Korea. You tweeted something that was another controversial topic. It's good. It's good that you're coming back to work on Friday because you said last month Bill Cosby's lawyer keeps saying the stories are old and discredited, and we know what stories you're referring to. Except nobody remembers the part where they were discredited. It's unusual for a comedian to go after another comedian.
I never thought he was funny. I mean, that's the beginning of it. I know, really.
Is that true?
Absolutely true.
Really?
Right. I have a list of people who never made me laugh. Danny Thomas, Red Skelton. I could go down the list, but Bill Cosby definitely. And you know, some of my close friends in comedy are huge Bill Cosby fans. We've had this argument for years. I feel totally vindicated.
I don't know how this would vindicate you, but go ahead. Share your opinion on Bill Cosby.
But anyway, look, I think when you're a public figure, you are absolutely a target. We are all just sitting out there. By the way, they referenced you on the newsroom.
Why are you pointing at me? What did I do? I did. I heard that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Which is a great. Aaron Sorkin did a great takedown of you know, social media and how it's irresponsible. And you.
I was flattered to have been mentioned.
You should have been, yes. And so I'm very wary of saying if somebody accuses somebody that it's true. So. But let's put some perspective in this. Let's look at some other people who've been accused. Woody Allen. Woody Allen was accused by one person who had every reason in the world to hate him with the white-hot intensity of 1,000 suns. Right?
Was his now ex-wife.
Right.
Yes.
She accused him of having sex with a child, and I don't think that's true because of what I just said, but it could be. So we'll say that 10% possible. Michael Jackson. Now, Michael Jackson, awesome dancer, great songwriter, unconventional babysitter.
That was going to be the title of this next album.
So, you know, look, he got how many accusers? Two or three?
Something like that.
But he's so weird. And he also always spent time with children. So it's kind of hard to know. You know, he by his own mouth, he said, you know, it's charming to be in bed with children. He said that. You know,
right.
So I don't know. You know, what I think happened was a little grabby under the covers, which is wrong. It is. That is a crime to grabby. But it's not like, you know, what Catholic priests were doing.
You just heard about this?
Yeah, you're right. You just heard about
A lot of them are here on vacation.
But it is a crime. But I always said, put that in perspective, because, you know, when I was 12 years old, I was once brutally beaten on the playground by two bullies. One held me down and the other just punched me in the face. And if I could trade that, if I could go back to 1968 and trade that experience for being gently masturbated by a pop star, I would do it in a heartbeat. Frankie Valli could, Creedence Clearwater Revival could, Marvin Gaye could, the Drifters, not the group, just Drifters, still be better than being punched in the face. Okay, so Woody Allen, one accuser. Michael Jackson, 2 or 3.
All right.
Bill Cosby, we do not have a number high enough. I mean, people say he deserves his day in court. Do we have enough time?
He doesn't want a day in court. Yeah, I mean, there's no
The
interest in
defense
that.
present accuser number 465, and then the stenographer would like to say a few words because she was groped on the way in. Did this man ever meet anyone that he didn't? I mean, and these are women who don't seem to have a reason to lie about it. There's no money.
Well, that's not necessarily true because a lot of them seem to be being represented by Gloria Allred, who, is an ape
Now.
with the devil. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I heard there was 4 more today. I'm wondering where the number's going to end up. I'm just saying, I think we should be very careful about accusations, but when there's this much smoke, there's got to be a fire somewhere.
Have you invited Bill Cosby to be on your show?
Yeah, that would happen soon. No, I mean, I heard today he's, going to get into therapy, but it doesn't look good. He asked for a therapist with big tits. Thank you very much. I think I deserve that. Thank you.
Tomorrow, everybody, watch the season premiere of Mealtime Friday at 10 on HBO. We'll be right back.
The Jimmy Kimmel Live concert series is presented by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
I want to wish a happy birthday to Nicolas Cage, who turned 51 years old today. And to honor this special day, a fifth grader named Luke has prepared a special birthday presentation for us. So, Luke, take it away.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nicolas Cage, and today is my 51st birthday. I am awesome. I have been in over 70 movies, and I want to be in 70 more because I am a great actor. You might even say I'm a national treasure. I own 2 islands, a dinosaur skull, and a pyramid. Some people think I'm weird. Well, that's my story. I stole John Travolta's face. Thank you.
We always had trouble with that door. Thank you, Luke. We'll be right back with Nick Kroll. Is so funny they gave him a show with his name on it. That's what they do for the best guys. The third and final season of Kroll's show starts Tuesday at 10:30 on Comedy Central. Please welcome Nick Kroll. Well, thank you for coming. It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
I do want to ask something because I can't wrap my head around this. Your show is, first of all, very, very, very funny.
Thank you very much.
It's never been more popular. You're at the peak of your powers, and you've decided that this will be the last season.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense.
No,
Jimmy.
it makes no sense at all.
I think I just, when we started this show way back in 2011, to think that we would be here almost 3 years later, what a journey we've been on.
Are you getting nostalgic?
I cry all the time, but that's because I'm going through menopause.
Yeah.
But I think I had a vision for what the show would be, and I felt like we accomplished what we wanted to do, and I just picture the show like a trilogy, Each season was like one movie, like The Lord of the Rings. So my plan is in about 5 years to do another round and have it really terrible and look like a video game.
If I was a network executive, especially Comedy Central, and you came and pitched me another show, I wouldn't trust you because I say, we did the last one, and it went really well, and then you left.
Well, that's a problem. I'm going to pitch Comedy Central tomorrow.
You are? Well, that is going to be a problem.
But yeah, no, Comedy Central was amazing, and it was a great show. And the biggest bummer is the idea of not continuing to work with the people that I worked with making the show.
There are so many funny people on the show. Your cast is fantastic.
Yeah, we have a crazy group of people. The guest stars are people on the show this year like John Mulaney and Chelsea Peretti and Amy Poehler and Seth Rogen and Aziz Ansari and all these amazing people. It's a crazy group of people. Jenny Slate, John Daly, the list goes on and on. But my favorite guest star this year is CT.
The only reason The only reason I know who CT is I saw your first episode, which was hilarious.
Thank
but
you, yes.
I did not, I was not familiar with his
You were
work.
not, for those of you unfamiliar, CT is on a little show on MTV called The Challenge. Still, shockingly,
No.
Real World Road Rules Challenge. It's an elimination show, and CT is like, has been on the show for like 10 years. This guy is like, Grantland does fantasy, like a fantasy draft for reality shows.
The
where you
website,
can-
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you can go on and instead of like a football team, it's like, oh, I'm gonna pick, I get a lot of points for this guy because he had sex on camera, or he made someone cry. CT is like a perennial first round pick in the Grant, like he's the Peyton Manning of the Grantland fantasy draft.
So he's a big, big reality,
He's a
bad
big
reality
deal.
star.
And he's on our show this year on the first episode, Bobby Bottle Service.
That's a character that
Thank
you
you.
do,
Yes,
yeah.
Bobby Bottle Service has
It's a ridiculous character.
he is a ridiculous, horrible man. And he on the show last year they were a bunch of gigolos and they lived in a gigolo house. This year there are too many gigolos, and so because there's a new app called Luber and anyone can be a gigolo. So they have an elimination this year called, it's an elimination show called Gigolo Horse. And we had CT as one of the gigolos in this challenge elimination. It was this crossing of worlds.
Will you continue to dress as a woman after the show is wrapped?
That's the plan, Jimmy.
Can I ask you, I want to go back to Bobby Bottle Service now. Because it seems to be an amalgamation of like every guy you've ever seen on any one of these shows.
Yes.
It's just like the essence of douchebag.
Yes, thank you.
Is
Yes.
he based on one particular character or somebody you know?
He's based on a lot of people I came into contact with. I grew up in New York, tri-state area. I feel like you probably met a few Bobby Bottle Services along the way.
Some are in my family, yes.
Yes, yeah. And so, but he was the guy I started doing, and then Jersey Shore came out, and I did a couple videos with him, and then my friend John Daly, who's on Kroll Show, is an all-star producer and actor on it. I keep pointing to the one person who claps at one thing.
And that person thinks they're clapping for the golfer.
Yeah. So John and I made these videos early on called the Ed Hardy Boys.
Yes.
And it's Bobby Bottle Service and Peter Paparazzo, and they dress in Ed Hardy clothing and they solve crimes. And so in this case, the first one we did was the Ed Hardy Boys in the case of the missing sick belt buckle. And so we made the first video, and Christian Audigier, the guy behind the Ed Hardy brand, saw the video and loved it. And he was like, I want to bring you in. So we go to the Ed Hardy compound, and Christian Audigier is a scary figure. Like, you're like, who is this guy? Like, he either is going to kill us or he's going to, like, you know, outfit us in Ed Hardy. Either way, it could be a crime. So we go in there, and he straight up, Christian Audigier straight up looks like a Grand Theft Auto villain. So we go in to meet with him in his weird warehouse with, like, Harley Davidson motorcycle, like, American flag motorcycles, and, like, little, like, a Michael Jackson room. I mean, the guy is, like, a fascinating, and he's like, I want to make a movie with you. We're like, okay. And he's like, with Michael Madsen and Tom Sizemore. We're like, great. So then he gives us a tour of the compound. We're riding around on his golf cart Hummer, and his assistant is hanging on the back. He's going like 40 miles an hour around a turn, and the assistant flies off of the Hummer. And I turn back to the assistant and I go, are you okay? And Christian Audigier looks at me and goes, yes, I'm fine.